Tig here again. In today's video, I'm testing StealthWriter. According to them, their recent updates can bypass the August 2025 Turnitin AI detector with high-quality writing. And they also claim to have fixed some issues that I raised in a previous video I made about this popular tool. That's what you get with this channel. Very high quality reviews and information from someone who knows what they're talking about. Even the humanizer companies are listening to me. I am an experienced academic. I've published on the topic of AI in higher education and teach students and colleagues effective prompt writing and the critical analysis of AI output. I am a native English speaker and can comment on the quality, clarity, and credibility of AI-generated and humanized writing. I can tell you what educators will find acceptable and suspicious. I use my own voice and show my face. I am real. I don't hide who I am because I'm not out to trick you. The name of this channel is my own name. I want to help students and educators by providing information of the highest quality. But I need your help to continue making videos. Every hour that I spend creating content for this channel is an hour that I don't spend developing academic publications or on work that will make a difference to my career. That's why I am asking for your support and for you to become a member of this channel. In exchange for your help in making video creation worthwhile for me, I will tailor all content that I produce to what you want to see, and you can watch my videos early or at all. In the future, videos on this channel will be for members only. Thank you to my channel's members. I appreciate all of you. AQ Veds, Shined Glow, and Kyle C are the latest members enjoying this video early. If you want the next video early or at all, you know what to do. Become a channel member now. If you can't or don't want to, please show your support by liking this video, subscribing if you haven't already, and by sharing this video or any other video on the channel with someone who you think it could help or inform. I would encourage any viewer who wants to support this channel to like, subscribe, and share now. The purpose of this video is to test whether StealthWriter's updates can transform AI-generated writing into a form that won't be flagged by AI detectors and still remain coherent with minimal errors. The first thing that we need is a sample of AI writing. We're going to use the most popular AI chatbot. That's right, it's the free version of ChatGPT. We're going to ask the free version of ChatGPT to write a 1,000-word essay about whether StealthWriter, a popular humanizer tool, can transform AI text so that it can beat the Turnitin AI detector. We're going to ask for some implications of this on higher education and for no numbered or bulleted lists to be included in our output. Look at ChatGPT go. We're looking at the supposed thinking that is being done by ChatGPT here, and it says that it's checking the word count. Amazing if true. Chatbots can't count words. They work in tokens, not words. Being able to calculate the exact number of words in the output would be an indication of improvements in this technology. Do you think the word count is going to be exactly 1,000? Place your bets now, and you can comment what you predicted. When ChatGPT is finished, we paste the essay into this document here and examine the word count. The essay is 1,259 words. We'll be examining the quality of this excessively long essay in the final part of this video. Before we humanize the text, the first thing that we have to do is clean it up. We're going to remove any markup or markdown language and tags. We want plain and simply formatted text. This clean version of the document is 1,249 words in length. StealthWriter are giving us some advice on how to use their humanizer. They say that review and interaction are required to produce high-quality humanized text. That we need to check the accuracy. They say that garbage in means garbage out, so we should use high-quality AI-generated text to start with. They recommend level 7 grammar and say that higher levels can lead to odd phrasing. And they say that Ghost Pro offers the best detection scores and the highest quality human-like writing. StealthWriter warn users not to use Quillbot or Grammarly after humanizing text, as these tools use AI, and changes that they introduce could increase AI scores. we're going to humanize the clean text document 3 times. StealthWriter say that Ghost offers better detection scores, so that's the model that we're going to use in this video. If you want me to test others, become a channel member and let me know. I've said before when I've been evaluating StealthWriter, there are just too many options. First you've got to pick the model, and fine, there are 2 major models, Ghost and Ninja, and it's clear that Ghost is the one that's been developed the most. Why have 10 levels of quality? Why not just have 3? Low, medium, and high. If you want to humanize something at speed, there's just too much functionality for you to figure out, and exploring the differences between different settings. We also have 9 styles. Yes, it's a lot. Because we're pretending to be a university student for this video, we're going to use the university student setting. For detector mode, we're selecting normal for this one, and I don't want to have to review numerous drafts. I just want one good one that's as close as possible to the meaning of the original. When we paste in our clean version of the ChatGPT essay, we get a message saying that the text contains non-ASCII characters, and it gives us some examples. ASCII is American Standard Code for Information Interchange, and it assigns a numerical value to represent letters, numbers, punctuation, etc. digitally. Hey, it looks like M dashes are not ASCII characters. Clever. This is some good stuff from StealthWriter, meaning one dead giveaway of AI writing could be eliminated. We then humanize the text and see that our output gets a 91% AI score with StealthWriter's normal detector. Instead of following the suggestion to try different humanization levels, we're going to keep humanizing the text using level 1 settings. After 20 humanizations, it doesn't seem to be decreasing any further, so we'll stick with the AI score that StealthWriter is giving us of 84%. We'll paste the humanized essay into this document here. We can see that the word count is 1,174, 70 words shorter than the clean ChatGPT version of the essay that we started with. Next, we're going to humanize the clean ChatGPT version of the essay again. This time we're using the Ghost model with level 7 humanization and the university student setting. The initial AI score that we get is 72%. Dang, that's too high for my blood. Let's humanize it again a few more times and see what happens. Each time we hit humanize, there seems to be some reduction in our AI score. After 25 times, I'm bored, and we stick with the 21% likely AI score that we get. We paste the humanized version of the essay into this document here. It's 1,242 words in length. For our final humanized version of the clean ChatGPT essay, we're going to use the Ghost level 10 with the university student setting. Our initial AI score is 60%. That's far too high. We're trying to get a score of 0% likely AI. We keep humanizing the text again and again and again. After 33 goes, we finally get an AI score of 0%. But will this be the same as what we get with other AI detectors? And will it have destroyed the quality and coherence of our writing? Don't worry, answers coming soon. We paste the humanized essay into this document here. It's 1,539 words in length. The longest document that we created so far, almost 300 words longer than the original. Psst! If you want to examine the documents that I create and test in this video, you can follow the link in the description. The final thing we're going to do with StealthWriter is use their in-house AI detector with the normal setting to see what score the clean ChatGPT essay gets. And wow, it's a 98% likely AI score. Not totally unexpected. Okay, let's see what AI scores we get with Turnitin and Originality now. We'll start with Turnitin and upload our 4 documents there. While we're waiting for these to upload, I'm going to remind viewers that I'm conducting a large research project about AI detection and humanizers at universities, and I'm speaking to university staff and students for it. If you're interested and would like to do an anonymous and confidential interview with me, please contact me using the email address on the channel page. I've spoken to many subscribers of this channel already, and you're a fascinating bunch of deep thinkers. If having a conversation with me for approximately an hour sounds interesting to you, please get in touch and we'll set something up. I'll re-upload this video without this part when the research is complete. With Turnitin, the clean ChatGPT essay gets an 85% likely AI score. The Ghost level 1 humanized text gets a 98% likely AI score, even higher than the ChatGPT version. That's wild. Turnitin is more sensitive to the level 1 humanized text than it is to just plain AI output. For the level 7 humanized text, we get a 24% likely AI score. And for the ghost level 10 humanized text, we get a score of unknown. The asterisk means that the score is somewhere between 1 and 19%, though Turnitin refuses to specify or show which parts of the text are flagged, in order to avoid false positives or erroneously flagging human writing as AI. Finally, we're going to see what AI scores we get with Originality. And it's been a while since I used Originality. Look at this beautiful new update. And they've got new detection models for us to try out. Lite 1.0.0 has been superseded by Lite 1.0.2, which claims to be over 99% accurate and robust to humanized text. Wow, sounds perfect for this video. Turbo 3.0.2 also claims to be over 99% accurate and appropriate for when users have a zero tolerance policy to AI use. And check out this new academic AI detection model, Academic 0.0.5, which says that it's perfect for teachers and students. Again, that sounds appropriate for this video. For the ChatGPT essay, we get a 100% likely AI score with the new and improved Lite AI detector. This means there's no point in running a test with the more powerful Turbo detector. Instead, we use the new academic AI detection model and get a 100% likely AI score. For the Ghost Level 1 Humanized essay, we get a 100% likely AI score with the Lite AI detector, meaning that again, Turbo would be of no value. Again, we use the new academic detection model, and again, we get a 100% likely AI score. For the Ghost Level 7 Humanized essay, we get a 61% likely original score. Excellent! We use Turbo, however, and we get a 95% likely AI score for the text. With the academic model, we get a 70% likely AI score. Interesting. There's a big range between detectors. For the Ghost Level 10 text, we get a 96% likely original score with the Lite AI detector. Very good. But a 65% likely AI score with the more powerful Turbo detector. Finally, with the academic detector, we get a 56% likely original score. Not totally convincing, but not awful either. For the remainder of this video, I'm going to be reviewing the quality of the writing in each of the documents and making some final conclusions. I hope you'll stick around for that. If you want to review the documents I created and tested, you can find them and the Turnitin AI detector reports by following the link in the description. The first document that we're going to evaluate is the ChatGPT essay. We'll be checking out its quality and giving it a rating out of 10. We'll also be giving all humanized versions of the essay a rating out of 10 too, though this will be based on how few mistakes there are, the clarity of the writing, and the extent to which the meaning of the original is preserved. Well, first things first, we asked for a 1,000 word essay from ChatGPT, and this clean version of the essay is 1,249 words. As we'd have to manually make cuts to this text to adhere to the word count, it hasn't done well and followed our instructions. We asked for the essay to be written in long form prose with no numbered or bulleted lists, and it did adhere to this. The first paragraph of the essay is very boring and repetitive for readers. Yes, you're explaining what a humanizer is multiple times. We've got some M dashes, a dead giveaway of AI writing. Sorry people who use punctuation like this, it's going to suggest to readers that you used a chatbot. More M dashes. We've got writing that doesn't seem authentic at all. For university students, the calculus is pragmatic. Sure, no student I've ever taught has written like this. Though I wasn't explicit in my instructions to ChatGPT about including in-text citations to support claims and statements, readers really feel their absence, and revising this essay would necessitate sources that could support many of the things that are reported as true in the essay. For example, the transactional mentality towards knowledge. Upon what is this idea based? Or the characteristics of the writing that AI detectors look for. Where are you getting this from? More M dashes. More unnatural writing that does not sound human. How models generate text, where they err, and how to evaluate and responsibly incorporate their output. We've got some more unsubstantiated claims about the impact of humanizer use on students. Overall, I'm going to give this ChatGPT essay a 4 out of 10. I didn't think it was structured very well. I thought it was repetitive and labored over some of the weak points that it made. The conclusion was strong, and confirmed that issues with confirming the authenticity of students' work created opportunities for the redesign of assessments. Substantial work would be required to transform this text into something that would impress a marker, beyond the inclusion of supporting citations for the many claims and statements included in it. The essay is bland, boring, and flavorless for the most part. It doesn't have much to say and doesn't sound like an undergraduate student. If a student submitted this to me, I'd be asking to see evidence of their research and writing. A better prompt would have created a stronger essay, but we're being as lazy as possible in our attempt to cheat in this video. Onto the Ghost Level 1 humanized version of the essay. The humanized text has some nice touches, stating that humanizers are marketed to us students. However, it doesn't take long until the writing doesn't sound like a student. It sounds like a dang chatbot. Can StealthWriter consistently alter AI text so that the tools that detect algorithmic fingerprints always fail? This overwritten style with odd phrasing just sounds off and unnatural. Where are these quotes coming from? Sometimes, not always. If you're using a direct quotation, readers need to know the source. Some confusing writing, like, but reviews and user posts are mixed. Some see a nice drop. What do you mean by drop? The release of a product? It's hard to understand the meaning of this, and it hurts the clarity of the essay. And hope the automated screens swallow it. What are you talking about? This is level 1, and it's already challenging to figure out what this essay is trying to say. We've got the same issues with boring repetition in the humanized version of the essay that we have in the original, though this isn't going to negatively impact the score that we give for the quality of the humanized essay. The writing here is not of a very high standard. Sentences like, they can sometimes reduce detection on some detectors, make you want to say, come on, be more interesting in your writing. Saying something like, depending on the detector that is used, scanned text can receive higher or lower scores. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. It was a little more confusing than the original, though the meaning of the first document was preserved relatively well, even where you wish it wasn't, with the terrible repetitive structure. Next, it's the Ghost 7 humanized version of the essay. Even towards the beginning, we have some odd writing. The company projects itself as a tool. Just a bad replacement synonym here. Promotes itself or advertises services would have been a better choice. Reduce the AI probability of the text. Ah yes, exactly how no one describes it. Even though we got rid of most of the em dashes in the humanized text, we have this little hyphen here instead. I don't like it, and it's a giveaway of the source of the writing. Drafts, writing, timed, in clause. The humanized text is really making it difficult for readers to understand the meaning of the words. This sentence ends very abruptly and is a lot less clear than the original and level 1 version that we looked at already. The moral aspect of it is also sneaking in. This writing is simultaneously too formal and too casual. It doesn't seem like a student's work. A few students may simply use the tool to get a quick hack, but if everyone begins to use assignment submission as a science fiction competition in "it's not cheating if you use AI," here I'm not really sure what it's talking about with the science fiction competition. This is not in the other versions we evaluated. It's an odd addition and doesn't make much sense. What's the point exactly? Key to successes by stalling the detectors that are looking for patterns. Again, we have another bad synonym replacement example. Stalling isn't quite right here. And more confusing writing. While it has been shown that humanizers can make work slot under some detectors. Another hyphen replacing the typical em dashes that seem to be in all recentish AI-generated writing. It reduces the moderating of fakeness. This version of the essay is certainly not easy on readers. Another em dash replaced by a hyphen. The writing here is too much as well. Integrity offices will be faced with more complex cases where red flag text is only a small tip that there is something suspicious about the work. I think by red flag text, it's referring to scanned text that is flagged as likely AI generated. There are also data privacy cases that cause headaches. Too unprofessional for this type of university essay. The university student mode is making some positive changes, but is making the text feel a little too casual and below what would be expected for undergraduate students. I really don't like this. Overall, StealthWriter and its family members have muddied the academic integrity debate. This is referring to StealthWriter and competitor humanizer organizations. Markers would be asking, what do you mean by family members? Is Ryan StealthWriter's brother? Is Undetectable AI its cousin? It's very sloppy and weak writing. And in the final sentence, we have a hyphen replacing the excessively used em dash. I'm going to give this essay 4 out of 10. It got a bit confusing for readers in places, and they have to work too hard to understand the ideas and points that the essay is making. There weren't any mistakes that I observed, it's just that the writing is very clunky and needlessly confusing, with poor choices of synonyms obscuring the meaning of the original. The final document that we're going to review is the Ghost Level 10 text. Will this make any sense with the humanization turned up to the max? We'll find out now. We're off to a bad start with this one, purporting to take machine-written prose and morph it to make it sound like it was written by a human. This writing does not sound natural, and undergraduate student-like. I'm starting to understand why the word count of this version is 300 larger than the original. The problem of StealthWriter boils down to a deceptively simple central one. Is it possible to reliably make it pass with modern AI detectors, tools designed to identify algorithm fingerprints that reveal something about computer-created text, so they reliably fail to detect AI assistants? This sentence is just so bad and overwritten. It's confusing and far too long. We've got hyphens replacing em dashes, again, multiple times. For university students, the calculus is utilitarian. Sure. If I were marking this, I'd ask the student to describe in detail what they mean by this. Why this choice of word to describe the situation? It doesn't feel authentic. Okay, now we're into what the heck are you talking about territory. And forums offer watchers stories of experiments of fillers that lend themselves to defeating certain detectors. Experiments of fillers? I don't understand. Why are there watchers in forums? Surely readers or participants is a more appropriate choice of word. It's hard to make any sense of this when the purpose of academic writing is to make the meaning as clear and coherent as possible to readers. Yet warnings and testing determinants note distinction failures. Humanizers occasionally bound woman to coherence with odd words presenting their non-native fluidsity, and just fell off on up-to-date and stronger detectors. What? Occasionally bound woman to coherence. This has officially crossed the line into nonsense now. It's just a string of words. Actually, maybe not. Fluidsity? Fluidsity is not a word. And we've got a mistake here. A integration of AI instead of an integration of AI. Now we've got double hyphens here, replacing em dashes. More confusing writing. Try to police and punish, or re-effectiveness assessment and pedagogy to incorporate AI as a means of learning. It is promising that there are already universities going towards explicit AI policy mandating disclosure aware asks of generative systems. And it just gets more confusing. Those policies hope to direct the flow of new technologies into salutary research applications rather than leading to a race of escape/identification. Humanizers that inject idiosyncratic wordings or intentional errors or change the sentence structure can screw up statistical signatures. You should definitely not be saying screw up in a piece of university writing. Another cute mistake here, as collegesRNAs increasing their detection. Imagine being a student and submitting something so careless. What the heck is an RNA, and why are these letters stuck to the end of the word colleges? We've got even more hyphens replacing em dashes. More examples of very weak writing. They are occasionally effective at lowering detectability on some detectors, and that limited effectiveness has its own substantial effect. Another cute mistake. Assessment has 3 S's in a row. Aww, the student that was writing this was working so hard they made this little mistake. I'm going to give this version of the essay a 2 out of 10 mark. It was the worst of the bunch. It was really confusing. It felt weird and unnatural to readers and contained some mistakes that would be embarrassing for an undergraduate that was making an effort with their work. Fair enough, the humanization was turned up to the max, but the issues that this introduced really hurt the quality of the text. What did we learn from all that testing? The first thing is that ChatGPT did not do an amazing job with this essay. Sure, I only used a short prompt, but the essay was boring and repetitive and not structured very well. Leaving aside issues with providing citations to support claims and statements, it wasn't very good. Students out there, if you think that ChatGPT or another chatbot could do a better job at writing an essay than you are wrong. It was interesting to note that when we increased the humanization settings for our essays, the text got longer each time. The original essay was 1,249 words. The level 1 version was shorter than this, at 1,174 words, and the level 10 version was 1,539 words. None of these adhered to the word count for this fake assignment. The permitted word count was 1,000, and all of the essays exceeded this. It was also interesting that the Ghost Level 1 Humanized essay got a higher AI score with Turnitin than the original ChatGPT essay did. It was the most coherent of the humanized versions, though it performed badly with all AI detectors, getting scores of above 84% for all of them. The level 7 text wasn't great in terms of coherence, and got a 24% likely AI score with Turnitin, and a 61% likely original score with Originality Lite. There isn't a particular AI score that markers see and think, this is a problem. Instead, they look at the characteristics of the writing, and all of the text that we created and reviewed in this video didn't seem very credible as the work of an undergraduate. Even with the most powerful humanization model, Ghost, level 10, we're getting an unknown AI score with Turnitin, between 1 and 19%, and a 65% likely AI score with Originality Turbo. This is for very bad and confusing writing that feels strange and is hard to make sense of. I don't recommend humanizers. If you're a student that's worried about your original writing getting an AI score, you don't have to. As long as you have evidence of your research and writing, it won't be a problem. If you're a student who thinks you can take an essay generated by a chatbot, run it through a humanizer, get a low or 0% AI score, and you'll get away with it, you are wrong. Many markers don't even care about the AI score. They look at the characteristics of the work that you submit. They'll think about whether it's plausible for you to have written as a student, and may ask to speak with you if they have any doubts or questions. AI scores are meaningless. Look at all the different AI scores we got for the same documents with StealthWriter, Turnitin, and Originality. The most important thing for you to think about as a student is whether you have a record of your research and writing that can demonstrate to markers, if they have any questions, that what you submitted is your own work. And that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful and useful. If you're a member of this channel, I want to thank you for your help in producing high quality materials like this. If you're not a member of this channel, please consider joining. You will decide what videos I make in the future and be able to see my videos early, or ever. To all viewers, please like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share to help this little channel fight against bad, low effort, and sponsored information designed to get you to click affiliate links. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.